Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mr. Kiwi here, back again. I'm going to put out a few videos in the next few days. All the normal stuff. Lots of volatility in the gold and silver market. Lots of really good deals. In between the peaks and the valleys of these price fluctuations. But we'll start off with this one. We're going to do this fairly quick. I got a nice package here. I've actually been holding on to this for at least a week or so. As you can tell, it came from the UK. And let's get right into this. Let's not mess around. Do this real quick. I'm sure there's quite a few items in here to ogle. So let's see what we got. Oh, nice little shipping package there. I can see some poker chips. I've got all the relevant information blacked out. There is some interesting stuff on the back here. Take a look at that, and if you see what I'm pointing at, or you think it's a big deal, say something in the comments about it, or what your thoughts are. Let's take a look here. The first thing, this looks like a COA that didn't fit. It didn't fit in the plastic bag, and I'm really excited to get this package because I remember, of course, you know, this came from the Stack Collector. This was a duck race win from probably 4 or 5 weeks ago, because there's 2 or 3 weeks shipping involved and so on. But this is a COA, and I remember there was a coin that the Stack Collector put in this giveaway bundle that I was really excited to get. In fact, I think I won this race because I put so much energy out to the universe about how much I like this coin. And then, of course, I forgot completely what it was. So take a look at this if you haven't already. It's a silver-proof $2 coin from the Cayman Islands. And I don't even remember if that was the thing that I was excited about. There could be even more in here that I wasn't expecting. But that's an interesting COA. It's actually a coin. So I'm gonna save this, and let's get into this little package here. We'll see. Okay, we've got card of gold. It's a card of gold zip-up bag. I'm gonna save that. This is actually looks like a pretty good little storage tote. So let's get into this. I'm not gonna pull this one at a time and do it slow. We'll be here all day. Looks like we got ducks. I'm going to have to push some of this other stuff out of the way to make room here, I think. Okay, I think I got it all on camera. There's a little duck there. Once again, card of gold. Thank you, card of gold. I've got quite a few things from you. As you can tell, I'm kind of excited to run through this here. Now, I'm not sure. Stack Collector might yell at me if I've forgotten anything, but I think these are the little duckies that he ordered, and he's sending them out with his packages, so that's nice. I like to have little ducks. This like Nemo's Numismatics poker chip. Very nice. Nemo's a great guy. I love his content. And the other things that he does are pretty amazing. So nice poker chip. We'll try and keep these on camera, I think, as we go. Wow, look at all these poker chips. Blistering Barnacles, BBA. Thank you, sir. I love the fact that you comment on every one of my videos. I do notice, and I appreciate it, and thank you for your support. A stack of social 1K with a mallard. It's got a mallard duck, not a rubber duck. That's interesting. That's new. And of course, the scan me to join Stacker Social. Any of you who are not on Stacker Social, grab a screenshot, QR this 3D code. 3D this QR code, whatever, and join Stacker Social. You won't regret it. You can also find a link in my description on all my videos. Here's the standard Stacker Social. I'm gonna get this to focus. This sticker on this poker chip is a really beautiful rendition of the Stacker Social logo. I love the color on this. This is really nice. Focus. No, not focusing here. Not quite sure what's going on with that. Maybe it's my eyes that aren't focused. Okay. I love that color. All right. I don't recognize this one. I probably should. Let me see who this is going to be. Oh, this is the Stackymon. And where is it? I actually got a Stackymon. It might be at a different location. I actually got one of the 365 Pokemon cards in a previous care package from the UK. I think that also came from the Stack Collector. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad to have that. I'm going to have to start another tube of poker chips. I've got so many now. Yeah, let's have a look. This one is such fine detail. You're going to have to tell me what it is because my eyes are not reading that. And I'm not going to waste time zooming in right now. Let's see if I can tell from this side. Oh, it's Luke. Luke K1. There's a guy I don't know very well, but I see him on Stacker Social all the time. Thanks for sending that over, Stack Collector. I really appreciate it. Of course, 365 poker chip. I've got quite a few of these, unless this is a unique one. No, I've got quite a few of these, and I've actually given these away and to new stackers or people who are just getting into the hobby. And I've even I haven't done it yet, but now that I've got another extra one, I'm going to drop a couple of Stacker Social business cards, and in the same location, I'm going to like leave one of these. I hate to say it, but I'll probably leave it in the bathroom. And I don't have any casinos near me. Otherwise, I would leave it on a casino floor. It'll get snapped up really quick. But without the business card telling them how to get a hold of Stacker Social, it would be a waste. So I'm kind of doing them in conjunction. All right, now we're getting into, I see goodie, a whole pack of goodies. The Stacker Social Silver Stag Stacker. Oh no, this is Silver Stag Stacker's poker chip. There's another great, and he's got Stacker Social on the other side. What a great guy. Add that to the pile. Let's run through the stickers real quick. We'll get to the goodies. Stack Collector. Lovely picture of Queen Elizabeth. That's not quite my favorite portrait of QE2, but she is my queen. She was my queen. So I do like that. That's interesting. Stacker Social. That's, I think, the original sticker. We go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man. Duplicates. There's another Pokemon card in here. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You guys might be asking for that back. I know this was a limited edition. I will make sure that this goes to somebody who deserves it. So it's another 365 Stacker Social Pokemon card. I'll have to check with my other one and make sure it's not a different one. I think they're the same. But like I say, I think that's at a different location. I'll have to check. We got BBA sticker, CY Sterling sticker. CY Sterling's another great guy. He's in Cyprus. I don't know if that's why his name is Cy from Cyprus. I'm running out of places to put things. Coin Noob. I really love his videos. I love what he does with the Sigma and the testing and so on, all the things that he does. Another great guy in the community. Here's the Stacker Social invitation business card. I've got quite a few of these, but it's always good to have another one. Okay, now I'm starting to get down to, okay, we'll get the stickers out of the way. Let's see if I can go through what we have here. Now this one is a little hard to see, and I don't know. I'll examine it more carefully off camera, but I want to look at, I think this is a coin. If it's not a coin, it's a copper round made to look like an old copper coin, but I can't read the wording around the edge. Stack Collector, fill me in. This says Britannia. I gotta know. I don't think this is a coin. What does that say? 1707. Is this really this can't be an ancient coin. Please. Wow. Is this a round that's a duplicate of an old coin? because it's certainly very heavy. In fact, you know what? I got the scale right here. It's 56 grams, people. 56 grams, which is 1.8 ounces OZT. And it says Britannia. So this is just beautiful, whether it's real or a duplicate. I think somebody just made a copper round, antiqued it. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Stack Collector. That is a really nice piece. Okay, I'm going to keep the zoom in here as we go through these. I think this is going to be the Elizabeth and Philip. No, I think this is the one that I really wanted. This was the thing I saw in the giveaway package. This is the Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip memorial coin, I think. $2. $2, yeah, and this is going to be from the Cayman Islands. Yeah, that's what the COA was for. I didn't, now it comes back to me. Now that's the reverse image, but almost the same portrait as that sticker, but she's facing the other direction. And this is 2 ounces. It's got a little bit of gold inlay in there. Whoop, get some focus. This video is already long enough. I mean, no, I gotta look. I'm going to open this up and take a closer look at it off camera anyway, so I may as well share this with everybody. Let's see if I can do this without touching it. It does have a few marks on it already, I can see. It's not in perfect shape, but it's in really good shape. And that is a beautiful proof coin. And I've got it upside down. Look at the detail. See if I can get this to focus a little better. I'm going to make this the thumbnail for this video. It's just beautiful. And I'll flip it this way. Yes, I got that right. Look at the reflection on that proof. Just beautiful. I'm going to dazzle you a little bit. Cayman Islands, 1997. Before the world went to hell. That was before the .com blow up, I believe. That was when the run up to the .com. And then, of course, the 2000 recessions began. All right, enough oogling. I'm going to stop oogling that. And as if there wasn't enough in this giveaway already, we have a silver bar here that's upside down. Get this right. I think this is the Perth Mint Swan. 4 nines, fine silver, 1 ounce. Yes, the Perth Mint, Australia. If I recall, this was donated by someone to the Stack Chat giveaway. And I apologize. I can't remember last Tuesday, so I certainly can't remember Saturday 4 or 5 weeks ago. Thank you to whoever this came from. This may have been another Cobra Stacker or some other generous person in the community. A shout out to you. Once Stack Collector reminds me who donated this, probably on tomorrow's Stack Chat, because it's Friday today. Hopefully we'll know who this was so I can thank you properly. I don't have very many Perth Mint products, so this looks pretty much like a vintage Perth Mint. It looks like it's been around the block. Beautiful, beautiful bar. So I'll add that to my bar collection. Put that over here, put that over here. Now, as I said, if that wasn't enough, we've got a collection of pennies. I guess, you know what? What are we at here? Let's look at the clock. I can't even see. We're at 14 minutes, so this is really getting to be a little long. If you want to stick with me so you can see, you know, these, I've got 2 packets of coins here to look at before we finish up, and I'm going to look at these off camera anyway, so if I'm the only one watching, that's fine. So we'll pour these coins into my hand. This is a collection of cents, because we don't have pennies in America, we have cents. This one, it looks like a traditional copper penny. I can't quite read the date, but I can tell it's quite old, so I know it's going to be a generic scent. And, oh, it's a wheat scent. There you go. I have in fact, I may have no wheat scents. Thank you, TSC. There's another coin to my collection. I wouldn't necessarily go looking for, but it's always good to have one. The next one I can tell without even, I'm going to put these on camera maybe where you can see them. Nope, can't even see that. Nope. Okay, I'm just going to have to pick them up. There's not enough foreground here in the picture. This one I can see without even picking up. This is going to be a Canadian, focus. This is a Canadian dime and silver. I believe it's probably, if it's being Canadian, it's probably 80%. I'm not sure. I have to check the year, which I can't see. It's a fairly recent one. So this may just be a Canadian dime and not silver, which is fine because that's a fairly recent portrait of QE2. Yeah, that's going to be a dime though. That's not a penny, even though it's the size of a penny. And this is interesting. This has got an old QE2 portrait. So this is probably going to be a Canadian penny. Elizabeth II, Latin, focus. What's the last word there say? Does it say Canada or Australia? I don't think Australia had small pennies, but Canada certainly did. Yeah, it's Canadian. It's Canada cent. I don't know what's going on with the focus today. Haven't had this much trouble. 1963 Canadian 1 cent. That's really vintage in itself. Wow. Now we've got a bright shiny penny. I should say 1 cent because we don't have pennies. Even though, oh, that's an interesting one. United States 1 cent. I don't know the occasion, but that's a different obverse. Actually, that's the reverse, because here we've got Lincoln on the obverse. 2009. A 2009 penny, so it's not copper, because we stopped using copper in 1986. It's just a penny, but it's interesting that it's got some kind of commemorative reverse on it. So very nice. And then a steel cent. So this is a steel cent from World War II, when we were saving the metals for the war effort. There's a 1 cent steel cent. These don't have a lot of value, but they're certainly valuable as a piece of history. See if I can read the year on this one. Yeah, focus. 1945, steel cent. So put that one down, and then this last one, I think, is around. I'm going to pull it out so we can get a decent look at it, and then we'll be done, and I'll let you, if you stayed this long and you're still listening to me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm enjoying looking at these things. I love winning things. I love gifts, too, for that matter, but it's kind of fun when you win something, and then it comes from so far away, from such a great community as we have on a lot of the UK channels and Stacker Social and so on. Now, this looks like it's either going to be a fractional Britannia or it's going to be a round made in the form of a Britannia. I think it's probably 1/2 ounce. It's modern. We've got King Charles. I don't think I can see the year. The year really doesn't matter. We know it's recent. Oh, it's a 1/4 ounce. Okay, so we have a 1/4 ounce of 3/9 fine silver, I think. And I don't see the year there. But that doesn't, yeah, 2025. It's brand new. Thank you, Stack Collector. That's a beautiful piece to be giving away. Very generous. Very, very generous. Well, thank you all. Well, let me jump back here so we can see a little more of the backdrop. Maybe it's not quite as boring. I really enjoyed this video, as you can tell. I think you can tell. And I really appreciate all the effort that goes into the Stack Chat on Saturdays, the duck races, and the giveaways. And all the work you put into shipping and with all the other activities you got going on, TSC. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all. And until the next video, which will be about 5 minutes from now, I can't wait to talk to you all again. Bye now.